Google is a tool that millions of us use every day to answer questions, gather information, and digest the world around us. Today, we're going to discuss the ways in which Google is helpful when conducting research for a paper, the considerations we must take when using Google, and when it's time in our research process to turn to library resources instead. First off, Google is good. For conducting research, Google is an excellent tool for you to use in your very first searches to discover and learn about your topic. When you run across words, ideas, authors, or institutions you are not familiar with, Google is a great place to turn to clarify new information. Google also hosts Google Scholar, which is a database of academic articles and published works, which are excellent materials to use in your research papers. When using Google, however, we must also be cautious. In order to produce what Google thinks is the most relevant results for each user, Google optimizes their results to what they think you want to see. This includes returning results that may reflect your personal interests or biases. What is most important to remember when using Google is that you must conduct your own source evaluation to determine if the information you are given is good information. There are absolutely no filters that Google uses to make sure that you are not directed to false information. While Google can be immensely helpful, in your research process there will come a time when you will want to turn to library resources, usually when you feel that you have gathered enough background information and you want to begin looking for more in-depth academic sources to cite in your paper. Keep in mind that while some sources you found through Google can be completely valid to use in your research, with library resources, the source evaluation you must complete is much less intense because the sources available in physical libraries and academic databases have already been reviewed by scholars or librarians before they are available for use by you. The most important thing to remember about library resources is that the sources available within them are widely viewed as the gold standard of information, and libraries pay thousands of dollars to access these tools for academic research so that you don't have to. Taking advantage of library resources while you have access to them will make your research process easier, more efficient, and you will become a better researcher for it.